Hi, these comments are for AY. I am Michael from OTC, OnlineTOEFLCourse.com. I'm listening to it looks like, an integrated speaking practice test you sent me yesterday.
Passage discusses the academic concept called swarm intelligence. The professor in the lecture gives two examples to expand the idea.
Now, I would connect those, put and the professor in the lecture. Instead of having two short, simple sentences, use a compound sentence.
According to the reading passage, swarm intelligence is a phenomenon where hundreds and thousands of organisms work together for benefits of groups. Combining their
How about for the benefit of the group? I would probably say that, for the benefit of the group.
efforts result in the development of an organized system. Firstly, professor gives the example of ants. Ants usually work in groups to reach the food source. They communicate using their scents called pheromones. Ants leave their scents on the path and other ants follow that pheromone and reach to the food source. Secondly, professor gives the example of honeybees.
Okay.
In adverse weather condition, honeybee lose their house.
Now, why does the professor give the example of the honeybees? To continue to demonstrate this idea of swan intelligence.
Building a new house is a complex task. Usually queen bee find a place on the branch of a
I would say usually, and a little bit of trouble with that. Usually, I would say the queen bee. There's only usually one within a colony.
tree and other bees work together to build the house. Without the individual efforts, it is
Without. So that TH sound you got to work on. I think that's pronunciation lesson 11. Without. So you have to get the tongue in between the teeth, then force the air and vibrate the vocal folds there. Without.
is extremely hard for them to build a house. This is how professor explains swarm intelligence.
Okay, so I think overall you seem to have a pretty good organization, right? Except when you bring up the example of the honeybees, you could have connected that back to the ants and also to swan intelligence a little bit better. I think delivery is one of those areas that you need to work on. So I think I recommended for you accent reduction one day, speaking practice the next. So make sure that you're alternating days. So you're not just doing speaking practice, but you're also doing pronunciation practice so you can get feedback on those problems you're having right now. For example, the TH sound or the T or the D sound. You can even work on your intonation a little bit better. Some of those things, right? So remember the big picture. The big picture is important. Your score here, I'm going to put you at 22 to 24 points out of 30. I think you're probably closer to 24, but I think some delivery problems will make it hard for you to score higher than that. You got to solve those issues. All right, thank you.